this afternoon. I'm joined today by Graham Hunter as the players trot out onto the pitch. Graham,
I find that odd, but you will now tell us the 11.
Well, here it is on your screens. Thibaut Courtois, written goal. Mario Gaspar, Alvaro, Funes Mori and Quintilla at the back. Iborra and Santiago get some minutes at some stage this afternoon. Mr. Gil Manzano just checking everything's ready.
You say he's fine.
Here's Mariano with the first chance, and what a start for Real Madrid. 1 minute 24 seconds on the clock. Mariano Diaz finishing off that. It's an error in defence by Villarreal, snapped up by the young number 7. And Mariano Diaz makes it 1-0 for Real. Talking about legendary goal scorer in the old English First Division back in the day. Which, instead of trying to get past Cazorla, plays it back. It's pinged towards masses of space here. Can he pick his spot? Drives it across the face of the goal. And Andres just getting enough of it. Wide to Pedraza. Crossed, blocked by Dani Carvajal. While Espanyol have managed to replace him, here's Gerard Moreno on the ball now. Moreno! What a finish! And in a way, it's a mirror image of the Madrid goal. Hesitation in defence. Casemiro shaking his head. But that is the Gerard Moreno you were just talking about,
It's
Graham.
the promise. It's the promise. Last summer, there was a virulent debate about should he go to the World Cup in Russia. And as you pointed out, the ball is beautiful.
Moreno with renewed confidence, trying to go it alone. The loose ball collected by Marcelo. Carvajal off the post, and Mariano can't quite get the rebound. There's a huge appeal for a penalty this stage of the season since 2001-2.
I think the lack of crowd as we see that length of the World Cup and how much Madrid rely on him.
Brahim Diaz going it alone still. Brahim gets into the Valverde wide to Lucas. Lucas drags it back. Valverde turns, finds Cruz, and he side foots it straight at Andres Fernandez. Again, and determination by Valverde and Marcelo. Marcelo! I think that came off Funes Mori and goes wide. Alvaro floating one in a run ball. Quick to turn. And, well, the idea was probably good, but the execution... Lucas taking on Quintilla, driving to the byline, gets the cross in, the rebound comes to Cruz. Alvaro Gonzalez not too happy with that challenge by Mariano, but a corner given, it's headed away. Cruz, again looking for the pass wide to Carvajal. Carvajal support.
I'm really pleased Zidane didn't judge simply on one minor incident. The referee, via VAR, gave the penalty.
In to Gerard. Here's Samu Chukwueze. Gerard Moreno blocked by Valverde to Lucas. Gets away from Quintilla.
6 total between player and coach, Champions League.
Very close indeed to Villarreal getting their second. Flicked on nicely for Samu to chase. Samu getting onto it. Lovely first touch to turn away from Varane, and he forces a save. Surface. He is jogging, and I think he's actually come back on, Bruno. Can you confirm that? Oh, this is nice, snappy passing play by Villarreal for now. The end upended and dispossessed by Iborra. There's one for Samu to chase. Advantage of Vallejo. Trying to link with Brahim, who didn't quite...
Enjoyment as far as I'm concerned.
Rafa Varane crosses the halfway line. Lovely turn and reception from Canty. White shirts in the box. It's played short. Here's Marcelo. Tries to place it. It's picked up by Vallejo, who takes advantage of another moment of doubt from the Villarreal defence to make it 2-1. Jesus Vallejo with the goal. The smile on his face about as wide as the goal itself in the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid 2, Villarreal 1. 5 minutes to go before half-time. Here's the action again. The corner taken short. Marcelo tries to place it.
Lucas
one
again.
From Lucas.
Yeah, he's struggling.
And Cruz and Carvajal.
How that develops over the coming months, but I'm very pleased. I have long believed he's got the talent to be a Real Madrid defender.
Carvajal. Lucas Vázquez. Well, Marcelo's quick to get underway here in the Santiago Bernabeu as Mariano Plays the ball back to Casemiro.
Midfield rather than the 4-2-3-1 that we saw in the first half. Let's wait and see.
The whistle goes for the challenge on Alvaro, who's clearly struggling.
That's something to say towards the referee, definitely, as well. When he was on the ground, he looked in a lot of pain, but still he found the oxygen to...
Moreno to Fede Valverde. Oh, a delightful ball into Carvajal, and Mariano on the far post makes it 2-0, celebrates through the netting with the fans behind the goal there. Carvajal deserves masses of credit for that. It's turning out to be a very nice afternoon indeed for Mariano Diaz as he makes it Real Madrid 3, Villarreal 1.
Your commentary got it spot on, because while it's the goal moment that changes the scoreboard, while Carvajal's work is good, it's this. Measured, the weight of that pass.
It's away from the challenge by Marcelo. Great footwork, and in a way spoils it with the shot, although we wouldn't be saying that. It gets away from Lucas with ease. Cross in from Pedras. Performance since Zinedine Zidane's returned, and it's just getting better all the time.
I think we agree on that, and I think
there's no Bruno. Meanwhile, it's Quintilla on the ball for the Yellow Submarine. Whips the cross in. Vallejo.
He looked great in the 3-5-2 formation, far less so today. I think it's understandable that Trigueros is replaced.
It's Toni Kroos finds Marcelo. Marcelo to Brahim. Oh, lovely turn from Brahim into the area. The step overs, not really leading anywhere. He manages to get the cross in.
Getting a spectacle.
Toni Kroos to take the corner. Again, it's swung in, headed away. Intelligent run, well read by Brahim. It's Alvaro against Mariano again. Alvaro goes down. Lovely ball to Gerrard, who controls Santi Cazorla. The shots were Chukwueze. Cazorla. Cross whipped in, Dean sprinting to the edge of the box. Marcelo goes it all alone. It took a deflection and is brilliantly palmed away by Andres. Oh. Having trouble to get away from Manu, but he manages to find Marcelo, tries a bit of
his class, give the ball to feet.
Chukwueze to Gerrard, lovely first touch, down he goes on the edge of the box. Brahim, it's been a little quiet since that moment of magic about 10 minutes ago, but goes on a slip. Chukwueze keeps it in play. Attacking Vallejo and firmly.
Is you want him to cut teams open, and I think that in games of intensity, which is why Callejas left him out.
Brahim, he brings it under control. And tries to place one, and again absolutely brimming with confidence. The youngster didn't quite come off.
I think his 18-year-old's been injured so long.
Here he is with a bit of space, set through by Marcelo. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Quintilla with a cross. Chukwueze,
man oh man.
Well, in the end, Quintilla nods it on. Quintilla whips the cross in, headed clear by the corner. Flicked on, and very, very close to finding the top corner from Mario Gaspar. Well, there's still...
Just penalty he took at Betis, which would have been a crucial point for them.
Asensio, block driving forward. Gerrard gets it onto the left foot, and it's a great stop.
The fluff that he made with that touch, you know, that George Best always said he knew players who could control a ball further than he could.
Playing it into the centre spot where Mariano was waiting. Vinicius' shot doesn't to improve. Is that finishing? Only 3 goals so
I
far.
back you. I back your judgment altogether as we see a card for
Vinicius Junior. Little burst of pace, and again that's his speciality. He drives it in low. Asensio can't quite control it. Goal kick. Isco. I just tried to play on, says the referee. Cazorla, neat ball in, and Bakker can't control it. Vinicius Junior. Oof.
Oh la la.
Brought down by Iborra, yellow card, and Iborra knows it. Iborra.
Oh dear.
It's Cazorla. Bit of space for the magician. Tries to link with Gerrard, couldn't quite.
Would have Villarreal been in the last 15-20 minutes.
Cazorla's looping corner. Toni Kroos whips the cross in. And the shot from Isco, he gets a second opportunity. Burst of pace by Gerard Moreno, cuts it back. And there it is. It's Jaume Costa pulling one back. 13 seconds to go.
It's been coming.
And that just absolutely supports what your argument, Graham, about that second Mariano strike.
Gee whiz.
Whoa. Applause from the visiting fans. Madrid apps Gerard Moreno. The cross.